In this session, we will be drawing a bar chart from a frequency table. So the question states, the mass in kilograms of 36 packages were as follows. So these values here represents the mass of 36 packages. They are asking us to complete the bar chart below to show the data from the table. Firstly, we need to arrange this data that they have given to us in a frequency table. So this data here represents mass. So my first heading is going to be mass, and that is going to be in kilograms. My second heading is going to be frequency. My lowest value here is 1. So I'm going to start with that, 1. And then my next value is 2. The other one, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6. So 6 is my highest value that I have in this data set. Now I need to figure out how many times these values occur. So if I look in my table, I'm going to see 1 occurring 4 times. So my frequency is going to be 4. So quickly, if you look here, you can do the same thing that I did here. I cross out the 1s and I got 4 1s. 2 appears 6 times. 3 appears 4 times. 4 12 times, 5 8 times, and 6 2 times. Now we are asked to complete the bar chart. So on this side here, I have my y-axis already drawn and labeled, as well as my x-axis. So mass is going to go underneath here, and that is going to be in kilograms, and on this side it's going to be frequency. So my first mass is 1, and that occurs 4 times. So at 1 there, I need to draw a bar that goes up to 4. Goes across, comes down. My mass 2 has a frequency of 6. So I have to draw another bar that goes up to 6. My mass 3 has a frequency of 4. So at 3, I have another bar at 4, mass 4, it has a frequency of 12. So I need to locate 12. 12 is here. At 5, my frequency is 8. So I'm going to locate 8. 8 is here. And 6, my frequency is 2. And that there is your bar chart using a frequency table. For this question now, I'm going to show you all how to draw a histogram from a group frequency table. The question states, 21 students each had the length of their right foot measured in centimeters and recorded as follows. So these numbers here represents the lengths of the 21 students' right foot. Complete the grouped frequency table for the data. So I have 14 to 16, 3, and let's make sure 14, there are no 14s. 15s, I have 1. 16s, I have 2. So I have 3 numbers there lying in this class interval. So 14 to 16, I have 3 numbers occurring. 17 to 19. So 17 to 19 includes 17, 18, and 19. So I have 3 here, 4. So this is 4 values. That is how they got 4 there. My next class interval is going to be from 20 to, so it's going to include 3 numbers as well, just like those other 2 class intervals, 20, 21, and 22. So that is going to be 20 to 22. And how many numbers in this data set is going to fall into this class interval? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 numbers. So I have my frequency being 8. My next class interval needs to include 3 numbers as well. It's going to start from 23, and that is going to include 23, 24, and 25. So it goes from 23 to 25. And notice my other class interval here starts at 26. So I know I am correct at this point. How many numbers lie in this interval 23 to 25? Let's check. 23, 24, 25, and there's a 25 there. So that's 4 numbers. 26 to 28, I have 2 numbers. And remember, it's 21 students. So if I add up my frequency, I should get 21 students. Let's check. 8 and 2 is 10, and 4 is 14, and 4 is 18, and 3 is 21. So yes, we have 21 students, and that is how we can verify that our frequency was indeed calculated correctly. Now I'm going to attempt to draw my histogram. I need to remember, for example, in this class interval 14 to 16, that my class boundaries need to be taken into account. So this class interval really starts at 13.5 and goes all the way to 16.5. And that piece of information there is going to be very vital in drawing your histogram. So let's go. So I'm going to start at 13.5. I'm going to go up. Remember, my frequency is 3 for that one. I'm going to come across until I meet 16.5, and then I'm going to come down. Then for my second class interval, remember I have to cater for my boundaries. It's going to be from 16.5 to 19.5. So right where I ended with that first bar is where I'm going to have to start drawing my second bar. So I start at 16.5, I go up to 4. Remember, your frequency is 4. You go across until you meet 19.5, and then you come down there. Your third one, I'm just going to do the third one as an example. It's going to be from 19.5 to 22.5. So right where I ended with that last one there, I'm going to start back, and it goes up to 8. So I have to carry this new bar up to 8. And I come across until I reach 22.5, and then I come down. So the first 3 class intervals was done for you as an example, and you have those 2 class intervals 23 to 25 and 26 to 28 to complete.